protest outside Unison headquarters about allegations of serious wrongdoing in Unison's General Secretary elections, where evidence has emerged of what appears to be serious intervention outside the rules of the Union by full-time officials seeking to secure the re-election of General Secretary Dave Prentice. Unison is the biggest union in Britain. We stand up for public services in the interest of working people. We need a union, we have faith in the leadership, and we have democracy that our members can have confidence in. We're calling on our National Executive to save the good name of our union, to stop damage to our public reputation by calling an independent inquiry. We can't be like the Tory party, dragging their feet about investigations inside the Tory party. We have to show that as a trade union, we are open and transparent and honest, and even if allegations touch on the most senior post in the union, we are fearless in revealing and rooting out wrongdoing and corruption wherever it comes from. So we're calling on our National Executive, defend the good name of Unison, call an independent inquiry now.
I think a number of people are very concerned that evidence has come to light about malpractice in the current election for Unison General Secretary.
And what's that malpractice been?
Well, in particular, there's quite shocking evidence of, a meeting of regional officials taking place, apparently campaigning in their paid work time for Dave Prentice. That really does go much too far.
And that's against the Democratic...
It's completely against the election procedures agreed by the National Executive Council, and it's been against those procedures for the 20 years that Unison has existed. Everybody knows it's wrong.
So what's the next step, John?
Well, I hope that today's NEC will take some positive steps. I also hope that if members anywhere in the country have evidence that there's been malpractice, that they'll make complaints by Friday's deadline to the returning officer.
Thank you very much.
I'm a health worker, I'm a Unison member, and I'm on the National Executive, although I'm speaking in a personal capacity at this point. And I'm here because I have listened to a tape on the internet that raises very, very significant concerns about a conspiracy to operate outside the rules by a significant number of full-time paid officers of the union. And I think that calls into question the credibility of this union, and it leaves members feeling that this isn't lay-led, this isn't democratic, and that we want to ensure that that investigation, which, having listened to the tape, potentially, and I say potentially, I have no idea whether it's true, but potentially goes all the way to the top of this union, needs to have an investigation that's credible, and therefore it needs to be independent. It can't be run by somebody who's the assistant of one of the people who may be implicated in it, and that's the current position that we think we're in. And we're here to say to our NEC members, we want to have a discussion about the process to ensure that there is a fair, credible investigation that rules out and stops any full-time paid staff operating outside rules for their own interests. And whether that's going on or not, I don't know, but if it is, it needs to be eliminated from this union.
And what was the wrongdoing that you heard on the tape?
I heard a number of what sounded like regional officers having a regional officer meeting where they were conspiring to having organised nominations for Dave Prentice, were then conspiring how to get the votes out, when there is a specific rule that says full-time officers cannot be, paid officials cannot be involved in the election process. That's specifically forbidden in our rules. And they, on a number of occasions, talked about how to avoid being caught, how to be careful, how never to put any of this in writing, because they knew that they were operating outside rules. And that, for me, if it's true, is seriously of concern to me, that there are large groups of people meeting knowingly outside of rule to conspire to influence an election of ordinary members for our new leader. And I just think that is a tragedy and needs to be root and branch. We need to get rid of that sort of practice in our union, and to do that we need an investigation with credibility.
Thank you very much.